Hi, I'm Greg Kevorkian with Capital Stoneworks. We're here today for another installment of our continued series of vendor spotlights. And today, spotlight's on Rademann Stone. Rademann Stone's been a trusted partner for Capital Stoneworks for years in all of our 3 Michigan locations and our Illinois locations. We have showrooms in Traverse City, Bridgeport, and Waterford, Michigan, and also in Wheeling, Illinois. So Reed, give us a little background on Rademann Stone.
So Rademann Stone, we're a family-owned quarrier. We're headquartered out of Wisconsin. We actually are actively quarrying 3 quarries throughout the state, which produces all Type 3 high-density dolomite limestone. Our first quarry location is going to be in the Fond du Lac region. We have a second quarry location across the road in the Fond du Lac location, and a third quarry location in Ripon, Wisconsin. We go back all the way to the 1970s, and our family was actually quarrying prior to that, but before Rademann Stone was incorporated in the 70s. We actually started as a landscape installation company, and as our company grew, the constraint then became the supply chain. We began to purchase the quarries to feed ourselves. As we scaled our quarry division, we actually dissolved our landscape installation division and focused solely on the quarried stone in the late 90s, early 2000s. Today, throughout our company, we have about 75 employees. We're producing roughly 25,000 ton of raw material from all 3 of our quarry locations currently, along with upwards of 500,000 square feet of thin veneer per year of finished goods. As a company, we really quarry about 5 different colors currently. Out of our Fond du Lac location, we have 2 different colors. We have our Fond du Lac, which is a gray product. We also have a darker vein out of that quarry location, which is our carbon material. And we've got out of our Ripon quarry, we produce 2 different colors. We produce our Sierra Gray, which is a very unique product for us. Not many others in the area are quarrying that. Does very, very good for us, as well as our Northern Rustic material out of that quarry, which is a gold material. Our third quarry offers a very, very dense buff cream color, which as we get deeper into quarries in the state of Wisconsin, you tend to lose that buff color. So a unique product for us is that true buff cream color that we still have in those quarry locations.
That sounds great. Good information on the colors. Can you walk us through a little bit more of the product line, some of the other finishes and products that you offer?
Yeah, so as a full product line, we've really got 3 different divisions as a company. Our first division is really where we start at the quarry level, which is all of our landscape and hardscape material. We produce an extremely consistent natural cleft flagstone out of our Fond du Lac location. Consistent outcroppings for retaining wall materials. So as far as hardscapes go, we can really cover your project from horizontal to vertical applications between our wall stones and our patio materials. You then get into your masonry products. We can really give you 2 different types of a masonry product. We can get you a full bed depth veneer or a thin veneer. Once again, coming back to our thin veneer output, we're running right around 500,000 square feet a year currently. We can also do, in your thin veneer products, we can do a dry stack material, which is a saw on top and bottom. We have very, very good throughput on our saw on top and bottom due to a 12-blade gang saw, wheel saw that we run. Running 3 thin saws. And then our third different area that we can get into, which is not necessarily our strength, which makes Capital Stone a very, very good partner of ours, is our cut stone division. So we do a little bit of cut stone as a company.
Are there any unique materials to Rademann Stone?
So I'd say as a company, we have 2 different things that are unique to us in terms of both a process and a product. I touched on it earlier that most of the people that are superintendents at our quarry level have actually installed the material, which then leads to a higher quality finished product. We've had pretty darn good results from most of the landscape contractors throughout the state of Michigan using our product, complementing the ease of install in comparison to other Wisconsin quarries.
I can tell you on a personal level too that the contractors, installers that I've worked with got rave reviews for your flagstone and many of your products. So absolutely on that, amazing stuff on the back.
Yeah, and as we continue to scale, that's been a main focus for us is to make sure to continue that quality and that consistency as a company as we scale. And then, in terms of product, we've really got a couple different products that are unique to us. Our blue vein coming out of our Ripon quarry, our Sierra Gray products coming out of our Ripon quarry. They're a unique color, unique vein for us. And then also we're one of the only few in Wisconsin left that have a true dense buff material. We do have a very nice cream buff material coming out of our Rudinger location, which has been very, very good for the northern market here. It provides a look of a softer limestone from the Texas region, but does very, very well with the freeze thaw up here. So it gives you the aesthetic appeal, and it can also be, it can be laid into the freeze thaw applications as well. So both technical and aesthetic standpoints from that product.
Makes sense. Clearly, you can't partner with everyone. So, in your process, what was it about Capital Stone? Rademann Stone and Capital Stone's had a special relationship for years now. How did you decide that? What's your vetting process? What was it about Capital that you said, yeah, that's a trade partner that we can have successful?
So Capital Stone is a great complementary trade partner for us. In the standpoint that they can both distribute our material and fabricate for us. You know, they've got 4 different locations. They can cover the entire Michigan market for us, from Traverse City to their Bridgeport location to their Waterford market. They've got the entire belt covered for us, as well as our largest market in the nation, the Chicago market, which is in our backyard. Their knowledgeable staff has been incredible to work with. They have true stone artisan craftsmen on staff, which is an added benefit to us. In the end consumer in their market, they get a knowledgeable representative to represent our material, which is very, very key in the branding of our product long term. Us as a company, we have a cut stone division, but we do not have the raw material that lends well to cut stone, in the fact that our material tends to be a little bit more variegated than a block material. Whereas Capital Stone comes in, they pull raw material blocks from all over the country. So we're very strong in a vertical and horizontal application from the Wisconsin stone standpoint, but in a cut stone, architectural cut stone, we pair very, very well, and actually rely on Capital quite often to produce cut architectural cut stone for our projects as well. So Capital, from a standpoint that they can distribute, have a knowledgeable sales staff, cover a very large region for us, and they can fabricate and do takeoffs for the end consumer, makes them a very, very key trade partner for us.
Well, thank you for the kind words. You didn't have to say all that, but I appreciate it.
Anytime.
So, you meet a lot of people in this industry, and some people you can tell are paycheck players, and other people you can tell have a real passion for the work. First time I met you, I knew you had a real passion for it. You seemed like a dyed-in-the-wool stone guy. So, what's your background? What made you get into this? How were you drawn to it early, or what? How did it all happen for you?
So I actually began to work for Rademann's while I was still going to school. You know, the draw to the business was definitely, number one, you have to get along with the people that are around you, right? Very, very large believer in relationships, and this is definitely a relationship-driven business. You need people to take the project from start to finish, which is, once again, why we partner up with Capital. But definitely the people in the industry, absolutely am thrilled to be involved in this. It's a true old school relationship-driven business. And then also the ability or not the ability, but the process that we get to take these projects from the design phase to the finished project. And we get to work in some very, very unique areas. Our product tends to go on a higher end home, which is typically in a unique place or a unique setting. So seeing those projects go from design phase all the way to completion, and then seeing the end consumer happy is pretty darn cool. And then on top of it, getting to do it with people that you actually care about. So we get to work with some very great trade partners throughout the industry, Capital being one of them. So definitely the people is the passion for me.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Well, Reed, I appreciate all the information. Thank you so much for your time today, and thank you for the partnership all these years. I definitely appreciate it.
You bet.
Thank you guys for watching. I'm Greg Kevorkian from Capital Stoneworks. Until next time, thank you guys so much. Also, I noticed that you have really cool hair. Are you copying mine?
Sean White.